Hey, Algebra 2, we're back again, this time with a different lesson on solving logs. Okay, we've done a little bit of this last week. Also, don't judge me. I record these videos on the same day and I'm not going to change, okay? It's not a facade. This is me, just living my life, doing my math. Anyways, let's talk about solving when log base x equals log base x. So when a log equals a log and when a log equals a number, okay? So just a reminder, we do have our change of base, log base b y equals x. That becomes b to the x equals y, b to the x equals y. That's just our change of base. This is why we use logs, because they're inverses of exponents. We talk about that all the time, okay? And these are just our log properties that we're going to be using today, okay? We did a video on log properties last week. Once again, if you don't know them, go check that out. That's on week 421 through 428. Okay, that's where those logs are located. All right, but let's get into our examples for today. So the first one is very simple. Log base 3x equals log base 3, 7. Well, the nice thing about this is when the two logs equal each other like this, log base 3 and log base 3, we can actually cancel those, which just leaves you with x equals 7. Yeah, that's pretty simple. I would agree. It's very simple. Okay, the next one, log base 4x squared equals log base 425. Once again, same log base 4 on either side. We can cancel, and now we get x squared equals 25. Now remember, when you take the square root to get rid of that square, we have to have x equals 5 or x equals negative 5. Because negative 5 squared is also 25. Okay, so just like a little nuance in that, nothing too crazy though. All right, let's get into our next examples. So this next one is more like what you're going to see on the worksheet. Okay, I have log base 2x minus log base 2, 5 equals log base 2, 3. Okay, so now we have to, oh, I messed that up. Okay, that's better. So I have log base 2x minus 2 log base 2, 4 equals log base 2, 3. So I have to incorporate these log properties right here to get it simplified to where it's just a log equals a log. So the first thing I notice is that's out front. I can use my exponent, so that goes up above. So now I have log base 2x minus log base 2, 4 squared equals log base 2, 3. I think we're all okay with saying this is equal to 16. All right, so I'm going to erase that. Put 16. Now I have subtraction, which means I have division. So I have log base 2x divided by 16, because this subtraction means division, and that equals log base 2, 3. Now that there's only one log base 2 on both sides, we can do exactly what we just did last problem, and we can go ahead and cancel those. So those cancel, leaving me with x over 16 equals 3, multiply by 16, multiply by 16, those cancel. 16 times 3 is 48, so x equals 48. And that's more like the problems you'll see on your worksheet. You'll have about 6 of those, okay, that look just like that. Use your log properties, get it down to where there's one log on either side, and then go ahead and cancel those logs out, only if they have the same base. Like if this was log base 2 and this was log base 6, we're screwed. I don't know what to tell you. We can't do anything with it. But if this is log base 2 and that's log base 2, we can cancel those out. So hopefully that makes sense. Once again, you can slow these videos down and do whatever you need to do in order to retain the information, whether you want to take notes or whatnot. I do always post notes on Thursday that you can use for the quizzes every week. Okay, we've got two more examples, okay? The first is one we've been working with a little bit, and this is when log equals a number. So let's say I have log base 2x equals 4. All right, here we would just use this simple change of base formula, or not change of base, we did change of base last one. This is just a conversion formula to go from exponents to logs. So this would give me 2 to the 4 equals x. Well, 2 to the 4th, I got 2, 4, 8, 16. 16 equals x. If you want to double check me, use your calculator. I'm a human calculator. It's my job. Okay, so I can do that in my head. And let's go into our last example. All right, last example is a bit of a longer one. Whew. So I have 2 log base 6, 4 minus log base 6x equals 2. Ooh, we got a lot going on there. First thing I'm going to notice is I have to use my log properties. You always have to get these down to where it's just one log. Okay, either one log on either side or just one log in general if you don't have a log on that side. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is use my properties. This becomes an exponent. So I have log base 6 4 squared minus log base 6 x equals 2. All right, I think we can agree that 4 squared is 16, so I'm going to replace that with 16. And once again, I have subtraction. I do the subtraction examples because those are harder. If you have a plus, it's just multiplication, which is pretty easy. So I try to do my examples that have subtraction. So I'm going to do my subtraction here, which turns into division. So I have log base 6, 16 divided by x equals 2. If you're wondering how I did that, once again, it's log properties. Subtraction becomes division. Addition becomes multiplication. A power comes out front, becomes multiplication. Okay? So here, now I can convert this. So this actually becomes 6 squared equals 16 over x. Okay? 6 squared is, I left myself not a lot of room here. We'll shoot this up here. 6 squared is 36. So 6 squared equals 16 over x. So I have 36 equals 16 over x. Okay, I have to multiply by x on both sides. So I have 36x, cancel, cancel, equals 16. Divide by 36, divide by 36. And you can simplify that, or you can just use a calculator if you like decimals. I know that 4 goes into that. So this actually simplifies down to 4 over 9. And there you go. That's the last example I have for you. You have 12 problems on this, okay? It's on the solving logs, and it's called solving logs, log equal log, and log equal number. It's written just like this, right up here on your worksheet. That's the title of your worksheet. Please make sure you're watching these videos, okay? Make sure you're watching the videos and doing this worksheet. I will post a quiz on this and the last video on natural logs in LE, or natural logs in E. Please make sure you watch that, you watch this video, you take my quizzes, you do the check-ins, little things every day, right? Apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, a little bit of math a day will keep me off your behind, okay? So please make sure you're staying up to date. You'll thank yourself for it. If not now, you'll thank yourself in the fall when you go to the next math class or you go into college or whatever your next step may be. But this stuff is important, so continue to keep learning. Hope everyone's staying safe and sound out there, and we'll check in with you next week. Love you, Sparts.